When you start to feel that way about yourself and you're proud of who you are, that's when the world will start to recognize you differently. That's when your results will change, your energy will change. You won't have to sit there and force gratitude or try to tap into it. You're going to naturally feel it. It's going to ooze out of every cell and fiber and pore of your being. And that's when you get to impact people around you at a high level. Welcome back to another episode of the Unstoppable Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Michael Crane, and today we're here in the home gym. We're in Goleta, California at my home with the family, taking care of business, watching kids, doing chores, hitting workouts, filming content, still checking all the boxes. And so we're doing a bunch of content today here at home, and I'm just going to share some messages and things that are going on in my life. I'm going to talk to you about the things that I'm focused on right now, my goals, my perspective, the way that I'm showing up each and every day to get the most out of this life. The most important thing for me, you guys, is having a clear conscience. Like going to bed each and every night, knowing that I'm giving my all to this life. I think a lot of people want to feel that way, but they seldom do. They might have a day here and there where they do all the right stuff, but can you consistently have those days? Like for me, my goal is to have a 10 out of 10 day every single day. And in fact, this is something that I journal. Like in the evening, I reflect on my day and I think, was today a 10 out of 10 day, an 8 out of 10, a 5 out of 10? And why? Like what did I do and what could I have done better to make that score a 10 out of 10? I want to make every day the best day that I can have. And it doesn't mean that I made $1 million today, that I just had this perfect day. It just means that I gave the best effort I could have. And I knew in my heart that I did everything that I was being called to do. So for me, this is multifaceted. Like if I don't work on developing myself every day and learn something new or push myself in a workout and really strive to like maximize that day on a personal level, I'm not feeling okay at the end of the day. If I'm not present with my kids and spending time with them and making them laugh and really soaking up those precious moments that I'm never going to get back, I'm not okay with the way I live that day. If I don't support my wife, if I'm not there to show her love and make her feel uplifted and good about her life and listen to her and just pour all my love and affection into our conversations, I'm not okay with that day. If I didn't impact lives and share good content online and really hold myself to a high standard as far as the messaging I put out, the content that I share, the standard that I uphold, like I'm not okay with myself. I have a very clear image of who I need to be each and every day. Now, when you're somebody who's striving to be successful, there's going to be a lot of pressure. There's going to be a lot of stress that you go through. And I've been on this journey in the coaching space, speaking and growing my business for over 4 or 5 years now, ever since I got home from prison. The number one thing that I'm always focused on is gratitude, because in the midst of that journey or in the midst of striving to be a high performer, I see this happen to a lot of people. They lose sight of why they started. They lose sight of what's important. They forget what it was like when they just first began their journey, and they were just so excited to take those first steps and follow that new path. Like always being able to hold on to gratitude each and every day is the key to performing at a high level. Because when you wake up and you focus on all the good in your life and you go into your day with that energy, everything is improved, everything's enhanced. But if you don't and your self-talk's negative and you're thinking about things that could go wrong or something that happened yesterday, you're already at a disadvantage. And I see so many people doing this. And a lot of the coaching that I do with the business owners and the high achievers that I work with is just helping them to shift their perspective through their self-talk and understanding like that they have so much to be grateful for. And when you focus on that, your life is better. Like you don't even need stuff. You don't really need money or material stuff to be happy. It's all about your perspective. You could have very little, but with the right perspective, feel supremely wealthy and rich and living a purpose-driven life. I've done it, but we want to achieve at the highest level to show people it's possible. So we understand getting results is important. And without results, like you don't really have proof that what you do works, right? We could say we feel grateful. We could say we're happy, but we live in a world that's driven by results. We live in a materialistic world, and I understand this. So if I really want to help people achieve at the highest level, I want to show them everything I'm doing. My home, I want to show them my physique. I want to show them my finances. I want to show them my relationships. I want to show them my career. I want to show them the goals I'm achieving because I want them to know that this stuff is possible for them too. I want them to know that if they put forth the work and the effort, they can have everything that they envision having for themselves. But a lot of people, They lack that gratitude perspective and they don't even believe it's possible, right? So every day I'm just focusing on that gratitude perspective because that sets the tone for my day. Then I actually know what actions I need to take every single day, 365 days a year, that are going to improve the quality of my life. Now, look at you right now. Look at your bank account, look at your physique, look at your relationships, look at your career. If I was to come into your life right now and do an analysis, right, what would the determination be? Like, would my takeaway be, dude, you're crushing it in all areas of life? Or would it be like, hey, you're doing one thing okay and the rest you're not doing, right? You're not working out, you're not eating clean, you're not studying, you're not reading, you're not really focused on your relationships. You're just focused on business and money. Or what would it be? Like, what would the takeaway be? Right? You have to recognize that each and every day you want to have a blueprint, a plan, a map that you can follow that covers all the key areas in your life that are going to lead to your results. So, I mean, you wake up in the morning, you focus on gratitude, but at the end of the day, you're not going to feel that in your heart if you don't do the things that are going to move your life forward. For instance, if I woke up every day and just thought about how good my life was, but then I neglected the responsibilities I have, I neglected the actions that are going to be required to improve my life, I wouldn't feel that gratitude in my heart at the end of the day, right? So, number one, we have to think about the good in our lives, but number two, we have to take actions that make us actually feel grateful for the way we're living. Like, you can't just talk to yourself about how good your life is if your actions aren't aligned to who you want to be. It's multifaceted. It's your attitude, your self-talk, and your perspective combined with those habits that you form over time that create a real path for success. So for you, the listener, the viewer, what are the things in your life right now that you need to be doing? Write down a list. Make a list from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you go to sleep. What are the things you should be doing? Like, I can guess for you and tell you what's worked for me, but you have to be honest with yourself. Working out is always going to add value to your life. Eating healthy, nutritious foods and eating clean and the right amount of calories is always going to add value to your life. Staying hydrated, taking supplements is always going to add value to your lives. That's priming your mind and your body and your spirit for the day. What other personal development? Like, are you doing the cold plunge? Are you doing the sauna? Are you taking walks? Are you getting out in nature? Are you reading? Are you self-reflecting? Are you journaling? Are you meditating? There's so many tools that you can utilize, but you got to utilize them consistently to see the effects long term. And then what skills are you developing? Like, what skills are you developing? Right now, so many people are just struggling to get by. And if I watch those people and the way they're living, I would watch people that go to their 9 to 5. They probably don't have the right habits consistently over time. And when they come home, they're not really doing anything to change their lives in the future. Like, if I was working a 9 to 5 I hated right now and I was broke, like a lot of people who are out there struggling, dude, I'd get up and work out every day. I'd eat good quality food. I'd track my calories every day. I'd read so many books and listen to podcasts and take notes and study. I'd be searching for the secrets. I'd be searching for the answers. I'd be observing successful, wealthy people and asking them questions and getting around them, whether it was at events or coaching programs. Like, I'd immerse myself in those environments. If you're somebody listening to this right now and you're not where you want to be financially, you're not where you want to be in your life in any aspect, it's because you're not actually getting the information you need and applying it consistently at a high level. This is the biggest problem for people, is inconsistency. They're not showing up day in and day out to really change their lives. So that's why I opened up this segment talking about the gratitude perspective. If you can get up every day, picture your wife's face, picture your children's face, picture the man you need to be for them, picture how grateful you are, just blessed you are for them to be healthy, or for you to have opportunities to live in America, to have the opportunity to learn and get new information, the opportunity to transform and change aspects of your life. Just whatever it is that you got to focus on that gives you hope, you got to center your energy around that. And then you have to go into your day with an action plan and fucking attack it like a man on a mission. If you can do that consistently over time, you can transform every aspect of your life. You can look in the mirror a year from now and go, damn, dude, look at this guy. This is a different caliber person. I've transformed. I've evolved. When you start to feel that way about yourself and you're proud of who you are, that's when the world will start to recognize you differently. That's when your results will change. Your energy will change. You won't have to sit there and force gratitude or try to tap into it. You're going to naturally feel it. It's going to ooze out of every cell and fiber and pore of your being. And that's when you get to impact people around you at a high level. So look, you guys, gratitude is the key. If you're not thinking about how good your life is, chances are your self-talk and perspective is skewed and you're going into your life already at a disadvantage. The person that can be grateful in all circumstances will always find a way to win. I want you to train your mind to cultivate this gratitude perspective. It's the first step in taking control of your life.